Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi has said that the Congress has an atom bomb of proof that the Election Commission was stealing votes for the BJP. And when the matter comes to light, the poll panel will have no place to hide, quote unquote. Responding to Rahul Gandhi, the poll body said, and I quote, that it has ignored such baseless allegations being made on a daily basis. The BJP then went ahead and criticized the Congress leader for using undemocratic and undignified language. Remember, the opposition parties have been protesting against the Bihar's SIR, which is the Special Intensive Revision exercise, for the last few days. The Congress leader's remarks came after he and other opposition leaders wrote to the Lok Sabha Speaker urging him to schedule a discussion on this exercise. The opposition has alleged that SIR exercise is aimed at disenfranchising voters ahead of the crucial elections in Bihar. Here's what happened today, and then I bring in the guests.
It's Election Commission versus Rahul Gandhi, and the gloves are off. The leader of opposition on Friday took his tirade against the poll panel a notch up. Outside Parliament, Rahul Gandhi claimed that he has proof of what he called the vote theft by the Election Commission for the BJP, and that when he will release it, there will be an atomic explosion.
हमें मध्य प्रदेश में सस्पिशन था, लोकसभा में सस्पिशन था, महाराष्ट्र में वो थोड़ा आगे गया, डिटेल में गए, हमने कहा देखो अब इलेक्शन कमीशन तो मदद नहीं करना है, तो थोड़ी ग्रैन्युलैरिटी में जाना है, गहराई में जाना है। तो हमने अपना ही इन्वेस्टिगेशन करवाया, उसमें 6 महीने लगे। जो हमें मिला है एटम बॉम्ब है, फटेगा तो आप इलेक्शन कमीशन आपको दिखेगा नहीं हिंदुस्तान में।
Doling out a clear threat that the Congress will go after them.
इलेक्शन कमीशन में जो भी ये काम कर रहे हैं, राइट फ्रॉम द टॉप टू द बॉटम, आप एक बात याद रखिए, आपको हम छोड़ेंगे नहीं। कुछ भी हो जाए हम छोड़ेंगे नहीं आपको, क्योंकि आप हिंदुस्तान के खिलाफ काम कर रहे हो। ये ट्रीजन है और कम इससे कम नहीं है। आप कहीं भी हो, रिटायर्ड हो, कुछ भी हो, ठीक है, हम आपको ढूंढ के निकालेंगे।
The government hit back, saying that Rahul Gandhi is attacking the democracy.
राहुल गांधी जिस तरीके से भारत विरोधी भाषा बोलते हैं, उसका विरोध ऑपोजिशन पार्टी भी कर रहे हैं। ऑपोजिशन पार्टी के कई सीनियर सदस्य ने भी कहा है कि भारत के इकोनॉमी, भारत का छवि को इस तरीके से दबा के कोई बात नहीं कर सकता।
Later in the day, the Election Commission responded to Rahul Gandhi's threat. The poll panel said it ignores such baseless allegations. It added that despite the daily threats being given, we ask all election officials to ignore such irresponsible statements and work in a fair and transparent manner.
Well, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, who's also the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, has once again intensified his attack against the Election Commission of India, this time making personal attacks at the CEC, Gyanesh Kumar. And he has said that even if these officials retire in near future, they will have to be punished and they have to pay a price for what they have allegedly done. He has taken them on, calling them, calling the act of SIR, the Special Intensive Revision of Electoral Rolls, an act of vote loot or an act of betrayal. Now, the EC has said that everything that Rahul Gandhi is saying with regard to SIR is completely mythical and it's based on his own assumptions and lies. And the BJP has also accused him of trivializing the issue and undermining the autonomy of ECI. Rahul Gandhi is also all set to protest against the ongoing exercise in Karnataka on the 4th of August. And all of this comes on a day when the ECI has already published its draft electoral list and has shared it with all national parties.
The opposition and the poll panel have been at loggerheads over the issue of voter list revision in Bihar. The opposition, led by the Congress and RJD, have dubbed the exercise hasty and vote bandi and has held protests in Parliament. The poll panel has now come out with a draft voter list after the SIR exercise and has circulated among the political parties, who have a month to raise objections. In the exercise, the voter list has been trimmed by 65 lakh votes, including those who have died or have shifted permanently out of the state. The SIR matter is also pending in the Supreme Court. NDTV Bureau Report.
Joining me on the show tonight, O.P. Rawat, former CEC, Tom Vadakkan representing the BJP, Dr. Anshul Avijit is National Spokesperson of the Congress, Sanjay Kumar, Professor CSDS, and Professor Anwar Pasha is spokesperson of the RJD. Dr. Anshul Avijit, in the month of June, the Election Commission had written a letter, to be specific on June 12th, to Rahul Gandhi asking him to come and give proof because he had raised questions regarding irregularities, alleged irregularities in Maharashtra Assembly elections. Why hasn't the Congress party and the former Congress chief, who is presently the leader of opposition, not responded to that? And then he has come up with another set of allegations today.
The question is completely and utterly misplaced, Maria, if I can say so. The question is not about the leader of opposition. The leader of opposition, by the way, represents all the India bloc parties, other parties as well.
No, you have not answered my question. I am asking,
hang on a minute.
When an email was sent by the Election Commission, why wasn't it replied to?
Why are you putting the opposition and the leader of the party in the dock when everything has been done, when the travesty has been committed by the Election Commission?
I've been asking questions, Anshul. Don't say anything like that. I've been raising all questions on SIR.
I know you have.
Reply to my question.
We will bring out all nature of, as said by Mr. Rahul Gandhi today, we will bring out all nature of proof whenever we can. We will do it. We are gathering proof. We've already gathered it. It's not supposed to dictate to the leader of the opposition when to bring proof. We are questioning the entire SIR process, which we think is a wrongdoing, which subverts the democratic process. That is what the big question is. Now, I don't understand, Maria. I mean, you've been doing stories on it. You know the loopholes in conducting such an onerous exercise a couple of months before the election with 8 crore eligible voters. You know, in a population of Bihar, which is 14 crore or nearly 14 crore. We don't know because the census hasn't been conducted yet. 8 crore voters here with lakhs of officials involved. We don't really know how many. And a cumbersome documentation process has been done within a time frame of 1 month. Isn't that so highly suspicious? Now, every time we raise questions, that is the problem here. Every time the opposition, including the leader of the opposition, questions that are yours, that are mine, that are the Aam Aadmi's questions, that are the journalist questions, that are the civil society's questions, the opposition comes under dock.
No,
when we say the economy is completely wrecked.
No,
hang on. No, why is the show on the opposition,
because
by the way?
if you are saying that the votes are being stolen...
Everyone is saying it. No. Go to Bihar. You've been to Bihar. You're from Bihar.
Anshul,
everyone is saying it.
Don't
We will bring out the
as against you or against the opposition. I'm asking that why haven't you given the proof of this alleged...
We will give it. Why should it determine? We are the responsible...
Vote chori, when after the Maharashtra elections you have alleged it, after Madhya Pradesh polls you have alleged it, then why haven't you given the proof? One,
you can't have a gun to our head and give us we are the leader of the opposition.
There is a problem in this argument.
There is a leader of the opposition.
While I will agree with what RJD has done here, they have taken the issue up while the SIR was going on in Bihar to the Supreme Court. They haven't got relief from the Supreme Court. This entire exercise hasn't been stayed, which means the exercise continued and today the list was published. My question
the first draft is hiding. Read the first draft. I haven't got time to read it, Maria.
That's why I'm asking Professor Anwar Pasha would have read it.
The first draft itself.
Professor Anwar Pasha would have read it. Professor Anwar Pasha, I'm looking at this list. Of course, we have some very sketchy details of this. And it talks about top 10 vote losers districts, which is Gopalganj, which is of course an RJD bastion. Purnia, Kishanganj, Madhubani, Bhagalpur, Saharsa, Sitamarhi, Samastipur, Saran, Sheohar. All these districts, perhaps, Sanjay Kumar will be able to give us a sense of how it played out in 2020. But as of today, Professor Anwar Pasha, does the RJD have evidence that there has been exclusion and substantive exclusion only of your voters?
Maria Shakil Saiba, good evening. The people of the country, they have the perception, first time, they have this perception about the election commission. This election commission is not the election commission. This is exclusion commission, deletion commission. This is the general perception of the people in Bihar and in country as well. Because the main motto of this election commission is to exclude the names of the voters from the list. And this is not only the exclusion of the names of the voters from the list in such a large number. This is the world record. This will go into the Guinness books of world records. The way the names are being excluded, this is a history. And not only that, the voters whose names will not appear in the list, they are going to lose their voters' voting right. They are also going to lose their citizenship rights. They will be losing all the facilities they are getting in the country as citizens. So this is a big problem for us. That's why there is this controversy. I think up till now, there was no such controversy at such level about any election before this. So this is the first time that such an controversy has taken place.
Tom Badakan, the fact is that it's your government in Bihar. It's JDU, BJP which is ruling. In this list, are there those who are your voters who have been deleted then? Because some parties' voters have faced deletion.
Obviously, this is not the question of one party's voters list has been deleted.
Professor Pasha, let Tom Badakan respond.
Maria.
Yes.
The Election Commission has admitted that 65 lakh voters were removed, out of which 35 lakh have migrated, and they are not in the addresses mentioned. 22 lakh have died. 7 lakh double voters in two different constituencies, and 1.2 lakh yet to submit their forms. Now, the Election Commission on its side has clearly indicated the electoral roll. Now, these gentlemen, especially the LOP, is talking about an atom bomb which will destroy the election. Extraordinary statement. And he says that he will get after them. What do you mean? He will eliminate them? Or whatever consequences. If this is not treason, what is, Maria? Because here is the ECI claim that they have said, Rahul Gandhi has said, match fixing and industrial rigging. Where does he get this information from? Industrial rigging? Is this about booth capturing that they practiced earlier? I don't see any industrial scale of rigging. Or is it now? Then he says, Karnataka, big fraud. Bless me. What is the Karnataka big fraud? He won the election. And what is the big fraud that has been committed? Okay. The end result is one. He's won in Himachal. He's won in Telangana. So Election Commission is at the best of. When he loses, he takes this advance bail. And his advance bail is essentially...
No, but this time around, Tom Badakan, in case of SIR in Bihar, it's not that elections have happened. So there has been no victor or loser here. If there are concerns with regards to this entire exercise, and of course, the opposition hasn't got any relief, the petitioners haven't got any relief from the Supreme Court, their concerns may be seen as valid concerns.
Maria, they are welcome to the Election Commission. The Election Commission has been calling them, but they refuse to do that. They are grabbing headlines outside. I mean, basically, the Election Commission is ready to hear their problems. But if there is a problem, the other option for them is go and file election petition. Go to the courts, do a legal approach. No, they won't do
Let me
that.
bring in Sanjay Kumar. Sanjay Kumar, when we look at these districts, keeping in mind 2020 polls, who tends to gain or lose?
I won't remember the verdict in each of these districts, but if you look at the nature of these districts, some of these districts have a very large Muslim population. And if we go by, the survey details, we know that Muslims have voted for a very large number in favor of RJD and its allies. So, yes, I think there is a clear evidence that these are the constituencies where RJD has done much better compared to RJD's performance, RJD and its allies in other constituencies. But I think that election commission might offer a logic why higher deletion are higher in these constituencies, these districts. Maybe because they would say the number of people unknown who were not found on the locations were high in these districts. But I think, yes, generally these are the districts where RJD's performance is much better compared to other parts of Bihar.
Okay, so that perhaps explains their concerns here, O.P. Rawat. That is the reason why the opposition is concerned here. Mr. Rawat. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Actually, the concern of all people, all voters and opposition parties is that all those people whose names are omitted from the voter list or deleted from the voter list, they will not have enough time to appeal and to get those appeals adjudicated fully before the elections, because elections to the assembly are around the corner. 22nd November, the term of assembly expires and elections have to be completed well before that. Therefore, first week or second week, there will be election. So there won't be any time. In our country, appeals take months.
Yes, so
and
Mr.
even years.
Rawat, would you say then that the election commission, if they wanted to do this kind of intensive revision, they could have done like it happened in 2003. It started 2 years in advance.
Yeah, plenty of time. Even this year, even if they wanted to do this with effect from 1st April, they could have done. So that there was at least 4 or 5 months time for all those people whose names are omitted. Right now, there will be hardly a month. That's the tragedy.
So would you say then the onus on ensuring that the general perception and the general public actually has faith in the electoral process, that they believe that this exercise is free and fair, is on the election commission right now, that they are under the scanner, they have to come clean as to why did they undertake this exercise when those who have been deleted will not have time for appeal?
In fact, if they want to come clean, they should set up hundreds of appellate courts in those districts where large number of deletions are there. And if appeals come, they must ensure that these are disposed of within 15 days, not more.
Okay.
Will that be possible?
Yes, Sanjay Kumar?
No, I was asking Rawatji that do you think will that be possible that hundreds of appeal comes and will election commission officials be able to dispose these in such a short span of time?
That is what election commission has to do.
Okay, Tambadakan?
Do you consider non-citizens as voters? Is that an accepted attitude in this panel?
Mr.
People
Vadakan,
without...
going with the same revision, elections happened in Bihar and across the country in 2024. At that time, there was no deletion of this 65 lakh.
Maria, the issue here is there's been huge induction of foreign citizens.
So
Let's
foreign
face it.
citizens voted during Lok Sabha, sir. Are you saying that?
They may have voted, but now it is clear-cut, established that they are on the list right now. Whether they did it at that time or not, Election Commission's duty is to filter out these people. That
So,
is the strength of
the
our
irony here is, Mr. Vadakkan, you are from the BJP, you are defending the Election Commission. But here is O.P. Rawat, the former CEC, who is raising questions on the Election Commission's larger role.
Well, I don't know what his mindset is or what he thinks about. He has an individual view. He's not representing
No,
the
but then
Election
why should the
Commission.
BJP be defending Election Commission?
We are not defending the Election Commission. We are talking about an institution which is part of democracy, which is being threatened. They will bomb it with an atom bomb and there will be no Election Commission. Is that the way any LOP should speak? They have a problem, come to the Election Commission. Talk to them. Process of dialogue is always possible.
You know, the issue here is, Anshul Avijit, if the Congress was having any kind of doubt on the entire level playing field with regards to Maharashtra elections, they could have perhaps approached the Election Commission or approached the Supreme Court ahead of those elections. Now that the results are out in the public domain, you will be seen as a loser. It's very different from what the petitioners have done in the case of Bihar. While the exercise is ongoing, they have questioned it.
No, Maria, that's what the BJP wants and that's what everyone is saying. This is an absurd argument कि आप कोर्ट कचहरी के चक्कर काटते रहो, अपील का कभी डेट फिक्स होगी नहीं. That will never happen. I mean, that's the entire the process becomes the punishment. That's the cliche we've been working on. It makes no effect. Can you not see the wrongdoing, the travesty by the Election Commission? Okay, forget these words. These are strong words, whatever. Can you not see that even a hint of suspicion by what the Election Commission has done? You know, everyone sees it. Forget the opposition. You know, we are the spokespersons of the people. We represent 200 crore people. Let's not undermine what the opposition. In the legislature, there is the treasury
Nobody
benches
is undermining
and there is the
anything,
opposition.
Anshul.
अरे
Nobody is,
मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि 200 करोड़
trying
लोगों
to-
की आवाज है हम 200
आप
करोड़
बहुत
लोग
सारे
की
लोगों
आवाज
की
है,
आवाज है और
बिहार
अच्छी
की
आवाज है, हम कोई आप पे डाउट नहीं कर रहे. मेरा
Election
सवाल
Commission
है
में तो doubt होना
नहीं
चाहिए ना.
सवाल ये है
Election
कि मैल प्रैक्टिस कैन नॉट बी सीन पोस्ट इलेक्शंस. दिस
अरे भाई,
वोट
हमें
की
जब
चोरी
when
कैन नॉट बी अबाउट आफ्टर द रिजल्ट्स आर डिक्लेयर्ड. It
No,
can
who is to
be
say
if
when
you are
it can be
preempting
seen?
it, just like what Professor Anwar Pasha is saying right now. And
Maria, who
he
is-
has got support in the former CEC also, who says that this exercise, if the list is out, which is out today, those who are not in the list and feel that they must be part of the list because they have the relevant documents, then do they have time for appeal? That is the big question, and that's why I'll bring in Sanjay Kumar. Sanjay Kumar, let's try and wrap up this discussion. 30 seconds to you, sir. Please go ahead.
I think the exercise which has been started by Election Commission for cleaning the electoral roll, I think it has created more mess. Look what has happened. Election Commission has mentioned that almost 95% people have actually submitted back the forms. But a very large number of them, of those, almost 60-70% have not submitted the proof. That was the essential requirement, that you submit a proof of residence, the place where you're living. That has not been submitted. And now, in the next 1.5 months' time, voters are expected to submit those documents. Imagine how the matching is going to be done. You have submitted the form earlier, now you're submitting the proof, and imagine the mess which is going to be created, that matching these forms with these documents which is being required. So I don't know what is going to be the outcome. Will there be really a clean electoral roll, or what is going to be the outcome of the whole exercise?
Point well taken, Sanjay Kumar. Always a pleasure having you on my shows. Professor Anwar Pasha, Dr. Anshul Avijit from Vadakkan and O.P. Rawat, thank you for joining us. That's all from me.